Wait a minute. Hang on one second. If you'll just indulge me for a moment, we're kind of done with this until dinner, and we'll go out to networking. But I would ask someone to come up here real quickly. Mark Ferron, as many of you know, was a PUC commissioner and has just recently joined the California ISO board. We're delighted to have Mark, the background that he brings, and really the perspective that he brought from the Public Utility Commission as well. And I think he'll help us understand and collaborate better with the Commission too. But what I'd like to ask Mark for just a few moments to talk about the day and kind of give his reflections and make sure all of you know who he is. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Steve. I feel a bit like Rip Van Winkle in that I think I attended the Symposium back in 2011, and then since then, this is my first time back and first time as a member of the board of the ISO, and it's pretty amazing to see when I look back on my notes from that dim and distant past. Amazing to see the transformations that have taken place to across California and across the rest of the West. So it really has been an amazing time. Firstly, I'd like to thank all of the participants, the panelists, and the speakers during lunchtime. Can I get a round of applause for all of them, please? And I'm really looking forward to the further discussions tonight and tomorrow. I do have a few observations. I have to say they're a little bizarre. I learned a lot today, and I don't think I can do justice to the stuff that was covered. I learned a lot about Steve, which probably more than I wanted to know. He has a tattoo fetish. He doesn't know how to pronounce his name in German. So I also learned that Gavin Purchase steals motorcycles and is looking for commissioners to fix the ticket. I also learned from Michael's presentation at lunch that the Pope has a power wall and that he gets policy advice from Mike Florio. And then from this last panel that Steve wants us all to wear ties, but Michael Picker wants us all to wear hoodies and sandals. It's kind of a bizarre industry, but a few substantive points that I'll leave you with. The first one is, I guess, underlying everything that we've been doing here when we talk about, operating the grid and operating an electricity system that's reliable. And I remember back when I was appointed to the PUC by Governor Jerry Brown, and after he signed my oath of office, he turned to me and looked at me and said, "Don't screw it up." So I think that's the sort of thinking that we need to keep in the back of our mind, if not tattooed next to DERP, that we really have to make sure that all of this works. On the panel on Overgen, I heard a lot about faith in time of use and the value of price signals. And I think that is undoubtedly the case when you talk about industrial and commercial clients. And I also think as we begin to bring more technology on that can respond automatically to price signals, we're going to see a real transformation. And I was really blown away by Michael Liebrick's price analog to the duck curve, where he showed price differential over time as a result of potential overgeneration. That wedge of, $40 to $50 is a lot of money, and it's going to drive a lot of behavior. And I'd like to christen that curve the Batwing curve. So I've already registered that, and hopefully I'll get a royalty off of it. The third point I'll make is it's very clear that other parts of the world are wrestling with this very problem. And there is a lot that we can learn from the Europeans, from our neighbors to the south, and there's a lot that they can learn from us. And I think this meeting and future such meetings are just enormously important for what we're trying to achieve around the globe. On the board of, or the panel that just finished here about regional regulation, I agree that the grid and the software and the IT platform and even the EIM itself is an extremely valuable asset that we have, that we need to exploit and be more efficient with. But really, I think the most important asset we have are the people that we have in this room and working in our organizations. And I think it is really the power of diversity is what drives the value in having us all work together. And so I think the need for collaboration is as strong now as it's ever been. And then the final thing, I think Stefan Bird said it this morning. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but he said something to the effect of, there's no better place to be than in the West. And I completely agree with that. I mean, we are here now in the middle. We are rewriting history. And I think we have an enormous opportunity, and it is all up to us to seize it with both hands. I know that we can all do it. So I'd like to thank you very much and look forward to my time on the board and getting to know all 900 of you in due course. Thank you.